earlier that night.
Right, that's right.
I fought earlier that night, so I was already still psyched. I'm like, yeah, okay.
Oh, so you're flying high.
Yeah, exactly. So I was real pumped. I mean,
Right.
I don't know. And then all of a sudden we're getting. I'm in a brawl, and I tweet, "Whoops."
So you start up this website, don'tbescaredhomie.com, because Nick Diaz is. Is it difficult to get a fight with him? Is that what's going on? What's the actual real?
He's scared, homie.
I know this is. All I know is what I read on the internet. Tell me what's going on.
Man, he says, "Don't be scared, homie," all the time.
Right. That's his.
He says, "Don't be scared, homie."
Right.
That's his little tagline. I stole it. It's mine now.
That's awesome.
And look, the guy.
So you own don'tbescaredhomie.com.
Yeah.
And that site is all dedicated to you getting a fight with Nick Diaz.
Well, to me, yeah, definitely.
You are a nightmare. Could you imagine if you pissed Mayhem off and Mayhem was coming after you? Oh no. What a nightmare. He's relentless. He's relentless. Like you're in this. It's not like it's you're just calling some random person out. You're calling a guy out who's an MMA fighter who you have an altercation with.
He fights at he's fought so many times. 183. He always fights there. But then when it's me, somebody he's talked shit about, like for years, the guys talk shit about me, and without saying my name, all these guys, these F-bombs with painted hair, these Joe Rogan words with painted hair. He's
he said all these terrible things about you.
Yeah,
but
all the
still,
time.
Why? Well, so what is the?
And
when it comes down to signing a contract, what is this? What's the problem?
No,
what's the issue?
his manager comes on and says, "Oh yeah, well, if he fights at 178," I'm like, "Okay, cool. I'll fight Alistair Overeem. He just has to make 190." That's it. I'll fight him. I'll fucking fight this motherfucker this weekend.
I bet you would.
190. He's got to make 190.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
think that
he's
mic
almost
is loose. Can you push that? Yeah. Whoa. Dude. Ow. That hurts my ears.
Oh, sorry, bro.
There we go. Just loose a bit.
Here.
Just go this way. I got it.
Come on.
Don't touch me, red man.
So he's saying that he wants you to get down to 178, which is highly unlikely.
Bro.
Especially
not. They want to do it in January. There's no way. And
Jason used to fight. He fought in the UFC at 170.
And you saw me. I was a goddamn skeleton.
God, dude.
I was a skeleton. It was the dumbest thing I ever did.
You were so drawn out.
Yeah, I was like, why did I do that? Like, I was emaciated.
Dude, you and I had a conversation about it where I was yelling at you. I was like, you can't do this, man. That shit is too. I'm like, this is too much, man. This ain't good. There's a lot of guys, man, that I think fight better when they don't have to cut weight. They just feel better. Like, look how much better BJ looked in his last fight. And I don't know if that's just the way they match up with him and Matt Hughes. But he just looked like going into the cage.
Healthy.
He did not look healthy when he made 155 the last time. He always does. He always looks a little drawn out.
Yeah.
He always looks great during the fight time, but he always looks a little drawn out. That takes something out of you, man.
That's a magic that you don't, man. It's hard to do. Like, you make sure to even cutting a little bit of weight is scheduling yourself really well. You know what I mean? And like sucking the water out the right way. Yeah, exactly. Suck the water out the right way, and rehydrate the right way.
Do you use IVs?
Yeah.
You should always use IVs.
Of
right?
course.
Because I hear about some guys don't like to use them. I'm like, God damn, Yeah. They feel like they're doing something gross if they're sticking a needle in them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, whatever. That's science. You just put more in there.
That's the way to do it if you're going to do it at all. But
because you have to drop weight. That's the thing. Like that's.
What do you think about guys like Frankie Edgar? Guys that just don't cut any weight at all. They just fight at what they fight at.
That's awesome.
Do you think there's a benefit to that? There's got to be a benefit physically, right?
Yeah, for sure. You don't have to cut the weight, so you don't have to damage yourself that bad.
How much do you damage yourself? If you had
I don't know, man. I think sitting in a hot box for a long time will take years off your life, for sure.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Oh, thanks.
he reached in and adjusted the microphone like he was changing the collar on a tiger.
I had pre-planned it for like 10 or 15 seconds. I was looking at it like, all right, I'm just going to go in there real quick and do it. And I even thought about, hey, Jason, look at that over there, and doing one of those things.
So let me get back to the subject, because this is a fascinating subject for me.
Yeah.
If you lose weight, so like say what do you walk around at, like 210, something like that?
Yeah. Well, actually, less than that, 207.
Now, when you get to the point where you're about to cut weight, like when you're in training camp, when do you start to dehydrate yourself? Do you take just a couple of days? 3 days?
2 really.
And so when you start at 2, how heavy are you?
I don't know, probably 203. 202.
So you got to lose somewhere between 15, 17 pounds.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
In 3
But
days.
I mean, but I'm already reduced my calories at the beginning of the week, so that I'm losing some, or I'm like salad. Like I'm really light, and most of my calories are from like water calories. You know, so I'm like hydrated, then boom, and then drop my weight all the way down there. Yeah. I mean, I know it'll take some time off your life because I'm sitting in the sauna box with the damn plastic suit on doing hoppies.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
But you think that the benefit that it gives you in the cage is well worth it?
Well, I mean, both of us are doing it.
Right.
So, you know what I mean? Like, both guys are, like, bigger anyway.
Isn't that crazy, though?
Yeah. Well, what the hell? Every competitive edge is,
I know, but
every
I mean,
guy's both trying to find.
If you're both doing it, is it a competitive edge?
Yeah, I mean, it would be better if you could just shake hands.
You both shake hands and both don't do it.
Yeah, just say, listen, man,
Sign
you
like
weigh
a
what
lease.
you weigh, I weigh what I weigh.
Yeah,
don't
but
get crazy.
Everybody's nervous, whatever.
Right.
Yeah, so
I know, it's a funny thing. T-Bow. What the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
Gleison T-Bow fights at 155, and the dude is huge.
Yeah.
He's gigantic. When he gets in the cage, he's got these bodybuilder arms and back and shit, and you're like, this motherfucker weighs 155? He looks like he's easily 185. He looks like he's 30 pounds heavy. I mean, I don't know what he actually weighs when he gets in the cage. They do that with boxing. They make the guys weigh in the day of.
Yeah.
I don't think they want to see those numbers in the UFC.
I know, they're so different.
I don't think they want to see no 30s.
Yeah,
you know?
right.
You might see a 30 with Thiago Alves.
You would, yeah.
You might see a 30. You might see a 200. 200-pound welterweight. Holy shit, dude. That's a lot of goddamn weight to lose. I don't know how these guys do it. They all have different methods, and every camp has like their own dude who's the master at that shit. What camp is the best at cutting weight? There's some camps that are just known for cutting tremendous amounts of weight, like ATT. They're known.
They cut a lot of
American
weight.
Top Team. They're known for doing it.
They cut a lot of weight? I don't know.
Now, do they have a guy? How does that work? Do they have like one guy who's like the master trainer and master weight cut strategist?
I don't know.
How do you guys?
I guess
do it?
Does
Ryan? Ryan Parsons.
Yeah, more
Your
so. You
manager,
need somebody who can, because you kind of know yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So, moreover, you need somebody to like